John Wayne Gacy, the killer clown who lived next door. In a quiet suburban neighborhood outside Chicago, there once stood a simple ranch-style house. Nothing about it looked strange. No warning signs, no fences, no secrets, at least none that could be seen. Families lived nearby. Children played outside. Neighbors waved hello. But beneath the floor of that house lay one of the darkest crimes in American history. This is the story of John Wayne Gacy, a businessman, a political volunteer, a clown, and one of the most prolific serial killers the United States has ever known. John Wayne Gacy was born in 1942. To the outside world, he seemed ordinary. He married. He ran a remodeling business. He hired young men to work construction jobs. He lived in Norwood Park Township, just outside Chicago. Neighbors described him as friendly, helpful, outspoken. Gacy hosted parties. He donated time to political campaigns. He was even a Democratic precinct captain. And sometimes, on weekends, he dressed up as Pogo the Clown. Parents trusted him. Kids laughed around him. No one suspected what he was capable of. By the mid-1970s, rumors began circulating. Teenagers in Chicago's uptown neighborhood whispered about a man named John. They said he drove around late at night, picked up young men, offered jobs, offered money, sometimes offered drugs. Police heard the stories. They even watched his house. Officers saw dozens of young men coming and going. But when questioned, no one accused Gacy of anything. No evidence. No complaints. So the surveillance ended, and the killings continued. In 1968, Gacy had already been convicted of sexually assaulting a teenage boy in Iowa. He served time. He was paroled. And somehow, he was allowed to start over. In 1977, a man named Jeff Rignall came forward. He said Gacy offered him marijuana, then chloroformed him, handcuffed him, sexually assaulted him. Gacy settled the case quietly. No prison, no exposure. Months later, another teen accused Gacy of kidnapping him at gunpoint. Gacy admitted the acts. Still, no prosecution. The justice system failed to stop him, and young men kept disappearing. December 11, 1978. 15-year-old Robert Piest finished his shift at a pharmacy in Des Plaines, Illinois. His mother waited outside to pick him up. Robert told her, "Wait a few minutes, I'm meeting a contractor about a job." That contractor was John Wayne Gacy. Robert never came back. His mother reported him missing that night. This time, police took the case seriously. They discovered Gacy had recently remodeled the pharmacy. They asked Gacy to come in for questioning. He agreed. Then he didn't show up. Instead, police later learned Gacy went home, moved Robert's body, and dumped it into a river. When police searched Gacy's home, they smelled something unmistakable: death. They found items that didn't belong to Gacy: rings, clothing, wallets. A class ring was traced to a boy missing for 2 years. Former employees told police 2 guys who worked for him just vanished. Gacy's lawyers fought back, accusing police of harassment. But officers knew something was buried in that house. On December 21, 1978, police arrested Gacy. Under pressure, he cracked. He told investigators there was a body under his garage floor. Then he admitted something far worse. He led police to a trapdoor. Beneath the house, a crawl space. Inside it, human remains. One body, then another, then another. Police uncovered 29 bodies beneath his home. Others were pulled from nearby rivers. Young men, teenagers, runaways, workers. Many strangled, some bound, some still unidentified. The neighborhood watched in horror as body after body was removed. Gacy talked for hours. He said he didn't do it. "It was Jack," he said, or John. He spoke of himself in the third person. He admitted to killing at least 32 young men. He drew maps showing where the bodies were buried. Police followed those maps. They were accurate. In 1980, Gacy stood trial. The evidence was overwhelming: bones, photos, diagrams, testimony from families. After 5 weeks, the jury took less than 2 hours. Guilty on 33 counts of murder. Gacy was sentenced to death. Parents cried, some applauded, not for revenge, but because the nightmare had a name. Then in the early hours of May 10th, 1994, at Stateville Correctional Center in Illinois, John Wayne Gacy was executed by lethal injection. But the story didn't end there. Decades later, DNA testing continued. Victims were still being identified. Some remain unnamed even today, because the damage he caused didn't stop with his death. And his greatest horror wasn't the clown costume. It was this. He looked normal. He was trusted. He lived next door.